This is your honorable, respectful, fighting man, Cadie Trey, on the CCP podcast. John, thank you. As for the other one, you're nothing more than a Boy Scout.
What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? Welcome back to, this is our Thursday night wrestling spotlight. I'm Chris Page, that handsome devil below me with that luscious beard. That's John the Beast Cable. What's going on, man? You feeling better? Apparently not, because John's muted. That means bong rips for everybody.
For everybody. I'm feeling much better, and now that I've got Cadie Trey telling me how much he appreciates me, I feel even better today. So it's looking up.
Hey, man, I'm here for it. I know you were down and out for, about a week or so. With,
a month. Like a month.
I'm there with you, man. I had that bullshit flu for about a week and a half, and a week, rather, and before I finally kicked out of it. But it was nothing nice to play with. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was wrong.
Let's do this. We've got a lot of things happening tonight on the show. Let me go ahead and
run
through our plugs of all the fun stuff we've got coming up here on the channel on April the 20th, 420, my favorite holiday, if there ever was one. We've got Redshaw, man, the guy who started it all for us, John, on this adventure that we've been taking as far as giving us the opportunity to talk to different talent. He's going to be here live with us. It will be our first time to speak with him since we did the first Beyond the Bell.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to get him here and get to see him and catch up with him. Should be a lot of fun. Time is it's going to be a late show for us. It's going to be about a 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. show for us on that Friday or that Saturday night, excuse me, because he's over in Australia, guys. But you definitely want to be here. You want to stay tuned because the big man is going to be here with us. Speaking of Beyond the Bell, man, we've got a rock solid February. Not February. Jesus Christ.
You already booked us through next year, man? Look, listen. Listen, every time we get on a show, you're booked out another month. You can't be skipping that many months on me without telling me what the hell's going on with our book, all right?
Hey, man.
I don't appreciate it.
We have a schedule in our chat. It's updated as I get information.
It wasn't updated through next February. Calm down.
We've got Friday tomorrow. Owen Knight, the working team captain. We've got his Beyond the Bell that's going to drop over on our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, guys, head on over there and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Make that shit happen. That's a tremendous interview, or I don't even call it an interview. It's a great conversation with Owen. We follow that up a week from Friday. 4 times NWA World Tag Team Champion Matt Sigmund's going to be here with us on Beyond the Bell. Emily Taylor's coming up the third Friday, the 19th. She is with Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. We had a phenomenal conversation with her about her young career and what she has going on and where she wants to go. And, John, we're going to end the month of April with somebody from our neck of the woods here in Florida, man, Cha-Cha Charlie.
I can't wait. That's going to be such a great interview. It's going to be awesome. That whole conversation is going to be insane.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a good deal. And we've already got the month of May lined up as well. Najasism, the Hoochie Daddy is going to kick us off the first Friday. That's going to be May the 3rd. Really and truly, as I look at the schedule, this is Georgia wrestling taking over the month of May. Rico Gonzalez, we had him last week here on a live show.
Yep.
Actually, when we get to the intro of our guest, he's middle of the month next month. Bryce Cannon will be on Beyond the Bell. We'll also be talking to IWE Pro, the owner. I can't remember his name. We haven't exchanged names just yet. But that's our first Fed head, and I'm really kind of looking forward to picking his brain a little bit.
Stoked. So stoked.
End of the month, Dion Summers will be live with us, or not live with us. He'll be on Beyond the Bell. So Georgia is repping hard here on CCB Podcasting for the month of May, and I can't wait. Speaking of Matt Sigmund, if you're in the greater Nashville area, last weekend of April, 26th through the 28th, 3-day camp. Matt Sigmund, Les Thatcher, George South, Chance Prophet, and a host of others. It's a 3-day event. It's a 3-day camp. You'll be doing a live wrestling show on that Saturday night. It's at Net Pro Studios in Kingsport, Tennessee, guys. 35 participants is the number that they're looking for, and they are close to being sold out of slots. With my last conversation with Sigmund, and that was earlier this week. So definitely, if you're in the area and you're looking for a camp and you want to get involved and you want to pick some brains of some old school wrestling like Les Thatcher and George South, hit up Matt Sigmund. Secure your spot today. You won't be disappointed. I have a feeling that it's going to be a tremendous weekend, and we'll actually have Matt in May coming back by so we can talk all about it, amongst other things. Hope is wonderful. That is the Travis Orndorff podcast that I've got to get attached to as far as producing. We debut tomorrow, guys. This is not a wrestling podcast. It's very real. It's very raw. It's very emotional. You definitely want to peep it out. It's going to be over at on the Paul Orndorff YouTube page. It's Mr. Wonderful. Travis has got a story that is unlike something that you've ever heard before, and he opens up in a way that a lot of people might not expect. It's going to be a tremendous series, and we kick our first episode off tomorrow. So be mindful. Tune in. You'll see some links drop. Let's get into why we're here today and what is happening. A couple weeks back, John, we were doing a live show here on a Thursday night, a spotlight show. We were doing Owen Night, and I say you never know what can happen on a live stream. And I tagged some of the talent that we were watching some of the matches of, and lo and behold, we get invaded. We got invaded by the Frat Daddy himself, Mr. Bryce Cannon, our guest this evening. How are you doing, sir, man? It's good to see you. Welcome to the channel.
I am doing well. For those who do not know me, allow me to introduce myself. You are looking at a 2-time Georgia Wrestling History Male Performer of the Year, a 2-time Georgia Wrestling History Tag Team / Faction of the Year winner with Exotic Youth, and a 2-time Georgia Wrestling History Match of the Year winner. A man whose credentials, whose accolades speak for themselves, and as you're going to witness tonight, my actions in the ring speak for themselves as well. So it's a pleasure to be on the podcast, and I'm really looking forward to you guys putting me over in these matches.
Hey, man, if they're terrible now, if it's terrible, I got to call it.
I like the hopeful nature that you approach this with, sir.
Look, there's no hopeful nature. It's a Bryce Cannon match. I mean, come on. You guys got a little taste of it when I worked Owen. I mean, old buddy here, he went to the restroom or something, or got something to drink during the middle of it. So I got a bone to pick with him. But hey, look, you get 9 matches now of me, pal.
That's right.
I look forward to it. I do.
Handpicked by the Frat Daddy himself. Before we get started on all this, Mr. Rain, we see you in chat. Let's see what we got. The Rob Broad Frat Daddy fan club's in the house.
Hey, Rob Broad.
Mr. Rain pops out and says, "By God, it's Bryce Cannon. Welcome aboard." So he's very familiar with your work. I think he's attached to Limitless.
As he should.
I mean, right? It's just the Frat fucking Daddy. Let's go.
Look,
Listen.
I will say, if you're in the area for that Matt Sigmund, Thatcher, and George South seminar and you do not attend, you are an absolute idiot. Those guys hold so much knowledge, whether it be tag team wrestling, just the basics, or even fundamentals and psychology of a match. So if you were in that area looking to become anything, attend that freaking seminar. That's all I'm going to say for that.
It's definitely
that's not coming from us, guys. That's coming from the Frat Daddy.
When Sigmund was talking to me about that, and he told me who he had attached to it, my jaw dropped. I went, "What?" And it's a thing. And I will tell you this: it might be Les Thatcher's last seminar. So that's a little nugget of information out there. If it entices you guys to go learn from some of these vets, man, I strongly encourage it. It's a wealth of knowledge. for an entire weekend. You know, most of those camps are like a day.
Yeah.
Those guys are busting it out for 3.
Especially like indies, they're usually a seminar for a cash grab and they get out. But, Exotic Youth has never gotten to lock horns with the Heat Seekers. So if you're a promoter out there, just know we've got our eye on the Heat Seekers. It's just never happened yet.
Well,
yet is a very strong word around here.
Yeah, on this channel it is, because Bryce, I'm telling you, we started this adventure probably 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Like we were watching a lot of WWF, the old school stuff, the classic stuff, that the territory stuff, et cetera, et cetera. And John and I got a wild hair up our ass to say, what if we just start looking at indies? And it started with an Australian show, and it just kind of branched out, and it's come this whole monster of its own, to where, I mean, if it's
now you're about to start covering Georgia indies every week.
Well,
I mean, no, dude, there are several promotions that have made it into our rotation. If
that
you
is
guys
how
would
we do.
produce TV every week, we would have plenty of content to show our fans.
Look, just know, once Georgia gets the bug and we sniff out an outlet that's willing to put us over, you better guarantee you're going to have all of us coming to you.
Oh, no, that has absolutely already happened. You guys have come out of the woodwork. We got hooked up with Skrilla. We got hooked up with a couple other guys in the area. And it has been Georgia. And it really just South wrestling. The southeast corner of the country has been really phenomenal for us to get guys to come on the show and have a chat with us and talk about wrestling, and it's been just a lot of fun. Our fans have loved it. Our community has been really invested in you guys coming on the show with us and doing what you do, and we appreciate the time that you spend with us. We know that time is money, and on the indie scene, money is everything. So we definitely appreciate it.
Guys in chat, you are more than welcome to drop questions at any point. I do want to preface this. If we miss it, ask it again, because I fully expect chat to be blowing up here in just a few minutes. Also, I do want to preface that some of the questions, if it's something that I already have penciled in, we will have Bryce back for a Beyond the Bell podcast over on our YouTube channel. And some of the stuff, if we don't ask it here tonight, we'll definitely follow up, because it'll be good stuff for our Beyond the Bell. So your voices shall be heard, and if there's something that comes up after the fact, you see our tags. I'm at Fireside Page, he's at Fireside Cable, and Bryce is at Real Bryce Cannon. So you can shoot those questions over to any one of us, and we'll be more than happy to circle back around. That being said, man, let's jump into to your wrestling spotlight. What I dig about this, as we've been, our journey as it continues to grow week and week and week, is really getting you guys, Bryce and Owen and the guys that we're doing these shows on, picking your brains, because I'm not saying that everybody's going to be familiar 100% with all the work. But if it's stuff that we haven't seen before, like, we definitely want to get your take, and like, hey, what's some of the stuff that you want to showcase? Because this is your show. We're just an avenue and an outlet. What makes Bryce Cannon tick, man? And you came back with 9 matches, super quick. Like, I think you're the fastest guy to come back with a full show.
As a guy that I just wrestled, his moniker is always ready.
Right.
And I'm always prepared, so
it showed.
We'll go with that.
I tracked out the show this morning, and I was like, let me just see, is it 2 hours? Man, it's 2 hours on the button. If you cut out the entrances, man, 2 hours.
All coincidence.
I was like, this guy,
cut out the entrance, that's all I got.
Nah, you got more than just...
That's not true at all. Not true.
All right, we're going to get started with our first match. So the first thing I want you guys to do, if you're in chat and you haven't already, I need you to go over to
just
YouTube.
Follow me.
Well, that too. Head on over to YouTube, look up Bryce Cannon, and if you're watching this video on delay, down below in the links, you're going to have links for everything. Click the links, subscribe to the pages, follow them on the socials, start promoting their shit. That's the easiest way that you can help independent wrestlers, is just get their stuff out there. Doesn't matter how you do it, whether it's sharing a tweet, quoting a tweet, liking a tweet, following a page that's super free. Most of these matches, I believe, are coming from Bryce's own personal page on YouTube. Let's help him get those numbers up, guys. Monetization on YouTube brings money to their pockets. It's that simple, and that's an easy way to help support the independent wrestling. Sorry,
if you can, buy their T-shirt. If you can't, share their links so someone else can buy their T-shirt.
That too.
There's no excuse not to buy my T-shirt because it's on prowrestlingtees.com/Bryce Cannon. So
there you go.
Links down below.
Easy.
PayPal. There's credit cards, whatever. Steal your parents' cards.
Always
easy
prepared
options.
Bryce Cannon. That's what we need to call you from now on. I mean, I don't know if you're ready to give up the Frat Daddy moniker, but always prepared sounds quite good.
Sounds like a businessman.
Our opening match. It's Frat Daddy Bryce Cannon taking on Chip Skyler's daddy, a.k.a. Simon Sermon. I had to look around something to get to the screen. Bryce, are you clued or chimed in on the stream in the chat?
Yeah. Well, I can see like the YouTube, but I can't see comments or anything like that.
YouTube,
yeah. No. I got the comments for us. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Make sure that you're able to see the YouTube. John, we're gonna hit play here in 3, 2, 1. Kicking things off. So something.
All right. So I have a question right off the bat.
I did. But go ahead.
How far above the ring is that ceiling fan?
So it's actually more towards hard cam, so it's not even above the.
Okay,
ring.
good. Because the perspective on that looks like anybody comes off the rope and you are decapitating someone.
Yeah. So this was at a show called.
Danger.
Yeah, this was at a show called Riot on Row. So we're actually in a frat house right now.
Of course you are.
Yeah, so Exotic Youth and Theta Xi from Georgia Southern, we put on this show just to kind of test the waters to see how it would go. And, man, it was a freaking awesome experience. But so Simon Sermon here, Chip Skyler, this was a correlation of Coastal Empire Wrestling down in Savannah, Georgia. And so we were building up the story of Chip Skyler's daddy had bought the company, and so Chip Skyler was this little brat who still to this day runs around gloating how he owns the company, and nobody knew who his daddy was. Lo and behold, right on Row, it's revealed that Simon Sermon is his quote unquote daddy. Which, if you know Simon, he is one of the very first openly gay pro wrestlers to come out. So. It's a fun little story that we've got playing, and Simon is the best. But, this was a dream match of mine just because I grew up watching Simon. So.
It's good to hear getting the bucket list items checked off. Obviously one of the main questions that we do is what are some of the dream matches for you? It's cool to see that this was one of those that got checked off kind of early.
Yeah, no, super early. And the funny thing is Simon was actually in retirement during this. And so he was done with wrestling. It's funny because his husband actually didn't want him to wrestle anymore. So Simon had always loved what we did, being Exotic Youth and everything. And so I just happened to reach out to him like, hey, man, will you do this match? You know what you mean to us, you know what you mean to, to Exotic Youth as a whole. And so, so he agreed, and I don't think he's stopped yet.
You got him to come back. He
snuck so hard with that thumb in the eye. He stuck you so hard. Dude, so you said that you did this at a frat house. I know when I was in Indies, we did a Lambda Chi house in Central Florida, and it was probably one of the wildest shows I've ever seen. Did you find the same thing at your frat experiences?
Oh, absolutely. There was not a single match that did not leave getting drenched in beer.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a given. That's an absolute given.
Yeah, I mean, they were just so full of energy. I mean, you could tell, some of them had never watched wrestling before, and it was just they would see a punch and just go nuts, and it just made the experience even better. And this was
That's
like one of our
I'm glad
first
that
times.
hasn't changed.
Yeah, this is like one of our first times like ever being babyface. So it was a whole new realm for us.
Paige Max says that you are a little bit hard to hear over the match, so either drop the match volume a little bit or raise your volume some so that the chat can hear you too.
I've made that happen. My volume
Amazing.
on my mic keeps dropping and just bouncing around, guys. So in advance, unless I'm screaming at the fucking microphone, I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
Paige versus Tech. We know how this record goes.
Here's $1 million question for you, Bryce. And this is just a comical question. How many polos do you have in your wardrobe?
Oof. Got one of every color.
Just
not,
one?
Two in some cases.
I was about to say, dude, I think I've seen you take off at least 2 or 3 blue ones.
The worst is whenever I take them off and some snotty-nosed fan takes it. Because there's some matches that I'll just get just in the zone. I'll rip them off and throw them, and they'll go to the outside, and some idiot will take it. Those are high-dollar materials.
He's still hitting the turbo. That's great. Oh, wait. He's not there. Where did he go?
Oh, he's there, all right. I think he's got something in his hand.
Oh, and I caught him with an atomic drop. John, you're going to be a couple seconds ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm ahead of you, yeah.
You are.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
When you said the thumb in the eye, I was like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. You remember, John, when I stream in these chats, it slows down me just a little bit.
Yep. I will keep that in mind.
Hey, brother, just wait till we call the spots, all right?
There you go.
Well, then we're going to switch roles today. All right, cool.
Yeah. That was tough right there. You just ate that.
Yeah, you did.
I had no choice.
No, he had you up in the air, and then he fed you that leg. Yeah, he fed it to you.
Yeah, his finisher is the Manchester Driver, by the way.
Of course. Guys and gals in chat, if you got a question, drop it now. We'll get it in right now.
Oh, we got a Star Wars reference in commentary? Come on, guys, let's go.
Did I? Give me my fuel. Give me my fuel.
What did I tell you?
Oh, he's got his Popeye juice, homie. That's it.
So, and for this match, I had my barber cut the Theta Xi logo in the back of my head.
Nice.
I mean, you got to placate.
Oh, right? I see it. I see it, yeah.
Got to placate.
Look, brother, I was a babyface. I went all in.
Hey, listen, no, I understand. When I was in high school, I was a mascot, and I definitely cut into the side of my head a lot of stuff, a lot of letters, a lot of symbols, a lot of things to paint them in and do the stuff. That's real. Oh. Man, again, off camera, I told you that you nailed this frat daddy thing like 100%. And every time I hear something or I watch something, I'm like, there's another bit that just fits to the gimmick. Like, it absolutely. It's like you lived this for a while. It's hilarious to me.
And the guy who actually helped me, evolve into, what I've become with the character is my tag partner, Zach Mosley. Mm-hmm. He would see things that I was doing and be like, dude, that's freaking great. Here's how we can make it even better type deal. And it was just little stuff. From the 2 polos, then adding the, just the paddle and things like that before Zach came along, and then having Zach come along later in my career and be like, okay, here's how we can turn this and make it even better. Like, he's the one who allowed me to go from the frat boy to the frat daddy. Like, he's the one who kind of led me down that road and everything, because I never thought it would work. I was like,
You were in full babyface mode there for just a second.
Oh, brother.
Step on you.
I love being a babyface these days.
Well, and the fact that he did the flare flop, like the flare flip over the rope, just solidifies who's where.
Mm.
The Rob Rod says, "How did you and Eddie Honcho start tagging before EY?"
Oh God! Tell Rob Broad to get out of this chat now for even mentioning Eddie Honcho.
Yeah.
No, so Eddie and I actually trained together under Michael Stevens, and so we were kind of just put together just because we trained together. We were like the only two that made it out of our like class. So there were like 5 of us, and the other 2 just kind of dropped dead and dropped out. So.
Oh, we got locker room clearing over here. We got stuff going on. What the hell?
Yeah, Simon Sermon just popped me with a pair of brass knucks here.
That is a beefy set of metal on his hand, and you are wide open.
He went to town.
So earlier the night, Chip and Peps were in like a street fight. And dude, that was probably one of the best matches I've ever seen Peps do. It was just so entertaining, and it was phenomenal.
I just saw a beer.
Oh, he got to the ropes, got that hand there. Look at that great ring awareness right there by the frat daddy.
So one of the frat bros leaned in my ear and said, "You've got our fucking letters on the back of your head. If you lose, you're fucking dead." And I was like, "Oh God." I was like, "Okay, grab the rope, grab the rope."
And you're in the middle of you're absolutely in the middle of the frat house, and you know what's going on in here. Oh, the paddle backfire. Oh,
got him. That ass was saved that night.
So this was one of my favorite celebrations right here.
Oh, do you think?
You're getting body served out.
Dude, it was phenomenal, and it was just so impromptu. I'm freaking covered in blood, covered in beer, and then like one of these dudes over here on the back. I won't spoil it because I think it's about to happen. Let's see.
They're all trying to high five you way up there. It's like, oh, guy.
One of them like threw a beer, and I somehow caught it.
Dude, so is that hard to do?
Catch a beer?
On ringside, yeah, like from the fans?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was... Because I didn't know he was actually going to throw it.
Because that didn't look like a can either. That looked like a cup.
No, it was a can.
Oh, it was just frothing everywhere?
Yeah.
Because I know damn sure that whoever was throwing Stone Cold his cans had a shotgun arm.
And what's crazy is I think it was a different person every time.
Probably.
Stone Cold.
Okay, now I gotta figure out something real quick.
Great opening match there. That was really good, like fan interaction. Like that was solid connection right there with the fans. I love that.
Yeah, so you'll notice with some of these matches, like some are older, some are newer, some like I have areas of improvement, but I definitely think it gets better as I go. That one was last year, I think, so that was a lot of fun.
I'm trying to figure out how to change my screen without having to click out and click back in and all that good stuff. I used to know how to do all this, and now I don't. Go figure.
Page must fix. Page must fix.
I don't know if they're fixing it. Like I used to be able to take my stream screen and just like go to the next match, but we're gonna have to do this a different way. So guys and gals, the cameras are gonna screw up for just a second, but we'll have them right back. Just bear with me.
Uh-oh.
Let me get on the right match.
Ask your questions while this is going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
There it is.
How did you get tied up into wrestling training? What was the path that you figured out to get into the business? What did it look like for you? Everybody's got a very unique, like, this is how I got involved. How did you get involved in the business, and what's your earliest memories of like, I'm going to do this for a living?
Oh,
yeah,
so Beyond the Bell now.
No, I'm gonna lay some groundwork before we get there.
Yeah,
so we can build on questions for Beyond the Bell.
All right.
Mine is the typical I watched as a kid type deal. But my granddad, I was actually lucky enough to visit indie promotions. Whereas a lot of people you hear like as a kid, oh yeah, I watched as a kid, but I had no idea about indie wrestling. I was the opposite. I knew about indie wrestling. So my granddad, there was a small promotion in Fort Valley, Georgia called AWN, All-Star Wrestling Network. And it was literally in like a little flea market shed where the roof was maybe 5 foot off from the top of the ring. Like it was not a tall building. Guys,
no, if you were standing on the ropes, you were touching it.
Yeah, if you stood on the top rope, you couldn't jump off unless you were like 4 foot tall or something like that. But so we would go to that one, and then there was also like a more well-known promotion called Rampage Pro Wrestling in Warner Robins, Georgia. And so they would like stream on the local TV and everything like that. But we would go to those two promotions all the time, like when they would run. And so AWN would it was weird. It would shut down, reopen, shut down, reopen. And so eventually time passes, my granddad passed, and then I graduated high school. And so after I graduated high school, I actually saw that AWN had reopened. And so a buddy of mine, he had just gotten in a motorcycle accident, so he's all like skint up, still bleeding and everything like that. Like he had already been taken care of by medical staff, but he was still like a couple days removed from it, so he was still oozing and everything like that. But I was like, bro, like, cheer up and let's go to this wrestling show, because he was a wrestling fan too. And so we went, and one of the matches had a guy that I went to school with. And so I was like, what the hell? Like, okay, this dude's not like any bigger than I am. Like, if he can do this, like, surely I can get into this. So after the show, I just sent him a text message. I was like, hey, bro, like, how do I get into this? Like, I would love to learn how to wrestle. And he just simply says, meet me up here next Saturday. I'm like, okay, that's kind of sketchy, but sure. And so, which the more you get into wrestling, the sketchier, the more realistic it probably is in wrestling.
Yeah.
But so I ran what they call a donut 5K that morning, and then went to wrestling that like kind of lunchtime, noonish, I would say. I show up.
Oh, no.
One of my good buddies, my best friend, he goes with me because he's like, I just want to see you get hurt and fail. Like that was his words. Like, I just want to see you make a fool of yourself.
You know that you have your best buddy in the ride with you, and he's like, man, I'm just coming to laugh at your ass when you fall on your face.
And that was it. Like, he was phone up the whole time just filming. Like, and so
there was no way he was missing that footage.
He teaches me how to bump. And then he pulls out a steel chair, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't think this is correct, bro. But so I got through that, got hit with a steel chair for the first time on my first day of learning how to bump. I go to the next AWN show, go to the concession stand, like, hey, is there like any like professional trainers around here that do professional training? And she's like, yeah, they actually do training up here on Sundays. I'm like, how the hell did this dude get a key on a Saturday to come up here then? So I showed up that next Sunday, paid my fee, learned how to bump, learned how to do like headlock takeovers, lock up, things like that, and then it was off to the races from there.
That's awesome.
I have got us set up. We're going into our second match, John. It's the Frat Daddy taking on, I'm going to so botch this name. Was it
Shalonce Royale.
Okay. You were telling us a little bit before we went on the air that if we started with this, there was no going back. So now my interest is peaked.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and warn the chat. This is a downhill slide from here. This match is probably one of my favorite entertainment-wise.
All right, let's jump in, John, in 3, 2, 1, play. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me track this. Let's get a little volume here.
By the way, this is not my best promo work.
What is going on here?
Oh my God! The announcer screamed at me.
Yeah, somebody tried to trip.
Welcome to Maestro McKickass. But essentially, I'll go ahead and just kind of tell you what I'm saying in this promo. She wanted to fight me and whatnot, so I decided to get her a gift. So I sent Peps in the back to get the gift. It's a cookie sheet, and so I don't know why she got offensive here, but I hadn't even said anything. But I go to give her the cookie sheet, and I'm just like, take it back to the kitchen, use it back there. That's where you belong, type deal. And I guess she just didn't like that. They tell you to put people in their place, and I guess she just didn't accept the criticism. I don't know.
Well,
no, I can't imagine why she would feel that way.
Oh, do not take her side on this.
I didn't take a side. I just said I couldn't imagine what would make her be so offended.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling.
Look at her. Look how well she looks with it.
I feel like I feel like this thing's gonna come back. That's gonna be a story piece.
You think a little bit? I have a serious hunch that cookie sheet's gonna come back to butt you in the face.
Royale's getting in that ass to start things off here.
Unbelievable. We should have like checked her for performance enhancers before. This match is.
She straight drop kicked your ass into the pole.
Yeah, I blame her for my shoulder injuries.
I mean,
this doesn't look smart for her to try and go through 3 people.
I don't know if you noticed, but it didn't seem like she gave a damn about that.
She didn't. She's a tough cookie. I will say that much.
Was that a sheet reference?
it was now.
You just double down, huh? All right.
Oh man, scooped her up, slammed her down. Bryce, while we're watching some of this stuff back, I can't thank the great state of Georgia enough for producing so many high quality professional wrestlers out there on the indie scene right now. It's absolutely nuts to see basically where indie wrestling is going, right? Like it has its ups and its downs and its ebbs and its flows, just like anything else. But right now, I truly feel like we're back in territory days because there's so many successful independent companies across the globe, and it seems like Georgia, just based off of everyone that we've talked to, Georgia's right there in that mix.
Yeah, no, I mean, our talent level is I would match it up with any state. I mean, of course, you've got your work rate guys up in the Northeast and everything like that, but Georgia has guys that can work the old school style. We can work the entertainment. We can work the shoot style. We can work the work rate matches if we're put there, But this is the part right here that if you want to turn the volume up on the I wish he wasn't yelling, but
he's not. He's screaming.
Yeah, that commentary is absolutely ratcheted up to 11. Oh my god.
Her name is the Singing Siren.
Why am I watching Noah?
This motherfucker starts screaming.
I don't feel like we need to be here right now.
Yeah, so I was singing Aerosmith, one of the greatest bands ever, and it was a great cover. Yeah, the crowd loved it.
I think Armageddon. Anytime I hear this song.
No, I do. I feel like I'm on a rocket ship to a comet right now.
But yeah, no, I didn't tell anyone like in the back I was doing this. Only Shalonce, Zach Peps.
Thank you, Shalonce. Thank you so much.
Can we get him out of here?
Yeah, John, you're fired. You're fired, bro. You wanted to know how you could get fired from CCP podcasting. You just found out.
That's how it is. All right.
Just fucked around and found out.
I just fucked around and found out.
Uh-oh, here comes the... Now you're... All right, you're mad now. We're now starting to shed clothing.
Look, hey, it was getting hot in there. The bright lights from wrestling, from singing, putting on 2 great performances at once. You know, it got a little
That
tasty.
is quite impressive. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Listen, did you
I'll
double
take that.
pay for this because you're in here performing as a wrestler? Did you get entertainment pay for breaking down into that solo?
Well, see, that's where I bit myself in the foot and didn't tell anybody. That I would be performing Aerosmith's "Don't Want to Miss a Thing," but
You might want to turn around, Shalonce. Hey, thank you, Mike.
that damn ref.
Valiant, chivalrous man.
Well, he was helping you not get disqualified.
Well, in reality is does the referee even matter at this point? Because
What are you talking about? Does he matter? Of course he does. He just saved Shalonce's life.
your boys are doing a number.
Mosley being a
So it's
Well-
a win-win.
You know, Zach's been known to you know, not keep his hands off of women. Not in that way. He's a ladies' man. Women can't keep their hands off of him, and he just couldn't keep his hands off Shalonce, you know?
Guess who's missing a thing?
This is a mutual thing going on there.
Right, exactly.
You need eyes in the back of your head to deal with the exotic youth. This is
Oh, whatever, commentator.
turn it around.
Up and over into the buckles.
The little shades of Simon Sermon there.
Advantage. He's out.
It was absolutely. That was smooth too.
Had a small window of opportunity.
So I had no idea he even did that.
Oh,
Oh,
Here comes
Unreal.
oh. She definitely caught you in the midsection there, and these clotheslines are from the bottom.
Quite frankly, she caught me below the belt, and the ref didn't call it. So technically, I should have won this match. But what can I say?
All right.
This screaming is BS.
I'm shocked you could even hear the referee say anything in the ring with loudmouth on the
Oh.
microphone there.
I may have spoken too soon in my excitement.
Somebody tell him he doesn't.
Pure
need to
strength
scream
there,
so
catching her in the corner.
Pop kick. My
Oh,
excitement
you made that look like
was
$1 million
fading.
fucking
She
bucks.
can still win it. Get to the cover. Run.
Get to the chopper.
No. That was
Just the 2 count.
Arnold.
I love how your hair is still in perfect spike. I love that.
Look, when you pay top money for you know, the top product on the line, it better stay there.
face in this building right now. We all thought it was over. Oh.
Oh,
Some nice
big
forearms.
forearms.
Swing and a miss. Bryce springboard. Sick kick.
That wasn't a
Oh.
disaster kick. That was a straight springboard into a missile drop kick. And it almost looked like you sprung with one foot, not both feet.
Yeah, it looked like a
Almost
one
looked
leg,
a
yeah.
single leg spring off that middle
Just
row.
sit there and say
Look, whatever it was devastating.
It was beautiful.
Won me
It
the
was-
match.
it was
Obviously.
glorious.
stops.
Oh,
Could have won.
oh.
What are you
What the?
And you just stood up on that.
Is this doctored footage?
It's straight.
No,
from
you
your
chose-
page, man. I
You
don't know.
chose that. You stood up on your own accord right there. That was definitely a decision you made.
I know. I was trying to get the. What the?
No, that's a me thing.
Oh, I was like, what the?
No, that was a
I didn't know there were paid advertisements in this.
That's a stream to a stream. For those of you, there's a little peek behind the curtain. I've streamed a separate stream to Bryce so that he could watch these back with us and not have to go through other things. So that may slow a little bit down. You may catch a little bit here, a little bit there.
Oh,
Oh, see, that's what you fucked around and you found out, bud. That's what happens. You're about to pay
That
the
is
price.
wild. Did you see me use the force?
oh.
You idiot.
Did he just call you an idiot?
Unfortunately,
Wait a minute.
people and their opinions.
I mean, listen, it may not. Oh shit!
Oh, there it is. Cookie sheet.
See,
Called it.
right in the head, bro.
It went far. And it's
Beautiful cell with the legs wobbling.
Yeah, the wobbly cell was great.
all rolling.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. Shalonce,
Fantastic.
Didn't beat me
great
like a true
finish
woman.
there.
Couldn't beat me like a true woman.
That absolutely backfired on you so hard.
That was a good story.
Look, you give a pig a pancake. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that was a solid story. Match-wise, that was great. There was a lot of entertainment value in that. And for the fact
Do they have to bring their own syrup is all I want to know. That's just...
Ask her.
That was a great match between the two of you. It was incredible storytelling. I really like the way you guys have that all in the ring there. And her overcoming the numbers game and sneaking the win after the inclusion of the paddle was very interesting.
Yeah, no, that was a really fun match. I remember like kind of going over it with her and just.
Stone, no, he's not dressed as a LaCroix can. He's dressed as one of those little paper cups.
No, there's children here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
The exotic youth
So let's
mouth-to-mouth spot.
Oh, we got some. We'll hold off on some exotic youth stuff until we got some tag matches that you put on for this. So I do want to say this real quick before we move into the next match. Because you and Tommy Jackson, I know you have no idea who that is. He wrestles over in the UK. When I approach you guys to do shows, like, hey, I want to do a spotlight on you. I'm approaching you because I've seen your work through someone else, either referencing you or saying you probably need to take a look at this guy, or I see you in the ring watching someone else, right? So like, it's just kind of how it all plays out. But when I hit you guys up and I'm like, this is what I'm thinking about doing. You interested, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You and Tommy are the only two people, and this is not a knock on anybody that's done our shows by any means. And I know that you guys, you all are tremendous. But you and Tommy Jackson are the only two people to come to me and say, hey, you mind if I put something in with, it's like tag team stuff? Tommy has got a faction, the Violent Gentleman Society. And instead of spotlighting him, he was like, can we just spotlight, like, my faction, the guys that I'm working with? Absolutely.
Like the whole group, yeah.
So I think it's really commendable that even when someone's approaching you with a project that's supposed to be about Bryce Cannon, obviously we can't talk Bryce Cannon without talking Exotic Youth, but to say, hey, I want to send you some of these matches. And then it's not even like, it's not, hey, I want to do it. Is it okay? Like, you have to ask permission. I'm like, no, this is all about you. So I do want to say that is a rare thing to see you take some time and say, I want to talk about these guys too, and get there, because Exotic Youth is a pretty big deal on the Georgia scene. There's some really good matches that were thrown out there that I've seen from Exotic Youth, and a little bit more we'll get into when we get there. But I do want to just say to you, like, that is to me is like very noble. It's one of those situations that's very selfless, very non-selfish in what could be a very selfish world, and it's a very selfish industry. So shout out to you for that.
Well, I mean, like you kind of just said and pointed on, it's like you can't talk Bryce Cannon without Exotic Youth. I mean, in complete honesty, I mean, in the past year and a half, I would say, is when I've finally kind of not branched out on my own, but gotten the opportunity to do a little more single stuff. And unfortunately, it was due to Zach getting injured and things like that. But what that injury allowed me to do was kind of get out of my comfort zone and reach out and kind of express experience things on my own and kind of find my niche as a singles competitor as well. Exotic Youth and I still do great stuff today, so I mean, I'm still 100% a part of Exotic Youth no matter what people say. But you can't. I have to give Exotic Youth credit for where I'm at today, because without Exotic Youth, Zach, Peps, myself, none of us would be names being thrown around in the Georgia pocket today, in my opinion. Yeah, we would have gotten there at some point, but we wouldn't have gotten there as quick as we did without the involvement of each other.
Well, and see, this is another little piece of this when you talk about, like, being big, not necessarily the bigger names in the Georgia scene. We've just witnessed with Reality of Wrestling, Booker T. When he had his last stand Rumble, he didn't just fill it with. He has plenty of talent that go to school down there with him. He reached out and he picked up some folks from Georgia. He picked up some folks from Memphis. He picked up. So it's good to see, because it's like, to me, it just tells me like it's really just a matter of time for a lot of you guys, and that's the thing about wrestling, is it's all about timing. You know, the right time and if you're in the right time, the right place, in front of the right crowd, in front of the right person, fucking anything can happen. And it's just one of those things that I kind of. So how can I word this? I want to word it in a way that I don't sound like a complete asshole or a dick, or I don't take it out of context.
Good luck.
Yeah. I kind of want to see you in that mix, getting those opportunities. And I think you're there. I think the act is there, and even with Exotic Youth and as a solo act. You're just talking earlier about Matt Cardona. Like, that's a pretty big deal, and that's a big stamp. And for anybody on the indie scene in a local market to have a talent like that come in, and like, you get the win, like, this, just call it what it is. I saw the stills on the internet.
I kicked out of his finisher. I kicked out of the Rough Rider.
Yeah. Well,
after taking the Brodsky boot. Like, it's things like that. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I've gotten opportunities. Don't get me wrong. It's and I mean, I've gotten opportunities with major companies as well.
Sure.
I'm one of those people that I am not going to harp on the fact that I'm not there yet. I am constantly looking to improve, constantly looking at ways to get to the top. Absolutely. But I don't want to rush a process, because say I get pulled to NXT today. Am I ready? Hell no. I can't work a camera the way that they would want somebody to work a camera. Can I be taught how to do that? Absolutely. But for people to be like, oh, you deserve to be on TV, you deserve to be on TV, I 100% agree I deserve to be on TV. However, in their eyes, I'm not ready to be on TV. I need to be still molded into that. And I've got guys that are coaching me to do that. I've got inside people who work with WWE that are helping me with that aspect of things. But until, that, and they see that point in me, it's a who's who of who they're picking, to be honest. I mean, you've got guys from the Carolinas right now that are getting pulled left and right. Jay Malachi and Lucky Ali and guys like that. I mean, and Brogan Finley. It's so awesome to see them, on this platform, because it's like, okay, I've been in locker rooms with these guys. Like, it's possible. And it's one of those things. It's I just constantly want to get better, and when the time is right, I'll get pulled. That's the way that I look at it. It's not. I know, like, for a fan, it's like, dang, this guy's really good, and that's because I'm in such a small pond that these fans see, and I've unfortunately climbed to a rank that the other talent's not at. So in their eyes, I look like a bigger star than what I truly am. Then you put me in like a ring in New York where nobody knows me, where their pond may be a little bit bigger. Yeah, I can stand out because those guys want to do spots and not work a crowd. But that I would be more interactive with the crowd at that point.
Right. It's just not. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. I mean, truly, that's where I'm steering the ship, because you guys have it. And it's not just it's a you thing, but it's also a Georgia thing, which tells me that the training and the different companies that are there are doing it right. Like, it's just
that part.
That's huge, especially, I mean, when I went through training, we're going back to like 99. I was in business from 99 to 2005. And it was not anything like it is now. We were training on top of a mountain. It was ridiculous at some points. But the opportunity's there, and you can just see that the level of athlete, right? Like, that level continues to grow. And that bar continues to get higher and higher and higher with every new generation. And for me, being an old fuck, like, that's really good to see. That's huge.
Well, and the mentality too, when all the guys that we've talked to that have come out of Georgia, you guys have this different way of thinking about the industry, and each of you do it. I don't know if you guys all know each other, or if you've all talked about this, or if it's just the roots that you get at the fundamental basis of your training. But you guys look at wrestling as an industry very different than it was a decade or two ago. So just seeing that come out of you, and like you said earlier, we can't talk about me without talking about the team. Well, we've seen other tag teams through the history of wrestling be in that same boat. I don't think that Shawn Michaels would be where he was without Marty Jannetty, but we know how that worked out. So it's a testament to you and your guys up there and the way you look at it, not just you're out for yourself. It's a different mentality about the business, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, it could be the way that we're trained here. I was never given like a master class on, hey, here's how you need to go about things or anything like that. I just, as a human, kind of respect those around me and respect people who've helped me along the way. Like, that means a lot to me. Like, there's shows that I do to this day for free because this person helped me, like, when I was just getting started. And now I feel like I'm helping them.
It's that mentality, but 20 years ago, that didn't exist in the industry.
Right.
We're used to, this business is cutthroat. If you don't land your marks and you're not going to make it. And that is not the way that the business is functioning now.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Georgia too, is like you're saying, it is a cutthroat business no matter what. When you get down to the brass tacks of it, it is a very cutthroat business. And Georgia is one of those, hey, we're willing to help, but the moment that we see that you're not willing to help yourself and improve, you're cut. And I've had to cut people out of my wrestling life due to that. If I don't see myself in the same mindset or the same level as you, I don't have any business being around you. I can't grow from you if you don't want to grow yourself. And that's a lot of the mindset in Georgia, is we all want to work the guys who are climbing their way to the top, because if I'm every now and again we'll wrestle the newer guys, because without those newer guys, there's no wrestling tomorrow type deal. But at the same time, wrestling is cutthroat in the point of you have to think about yourself, and you're still growing as well. I haven't made it. Skrilla hasn't made it. Naja hasn't made it. Rico hasn't made it. We've all made it in different areas of our career, yes, but we haven't made it to our end goal of this. So we're all looking to improve ourselves and find out what's next for ourselves. But we've also got to, pull up the guys that are coming out of the Nightmare Factory, the guys that are getting trained at Platinum Championship Wrestling, guys like that are our guys for tomorrow. It's just, where I look at it at this point is I have had opportunities recently, and I am looking to the point of, is this guy is he gonna hurt me, but could I get injured in this match? I'm looking at risk versus reward at this point in my career. So yeah, I still work a lot, but I make sure that the guys that I'm wrestling are worth the booking.
Yeah, the safety is safety, and sometimes you can be reckless. I'm not trying to be a dick. Look at Sammy Guevara. There's some things in that situation with that equation that it just makes me scratch my head. And I don't know him personally. I just see a trend, and whether it's not intentional, right? It's not ballet. Anything can happen when you're in those ropes. Anything. One false move. However,
look at the storyline that they're doing with Ridge Holland in NXT. He's quote unquote hurting all of these people, and now he's stepping away. Like, it takes a different mindset too, and that's another thing. Like I was just saying, is it's a mindset thing. If you're not in the same mindset as us of actually wanting a career out of this or wanting to make something of this, then I don't have time to fuel your hobby, your weekend warrior type stuff, because at the end of the day, you don't care as much as I do, and you not caring could eventually fuck me.
Facts. Let's get into this next match real quick. This is Mr. Cannon taking on the Kenway. This is from Southern States Pro Wrestling. Again, courtesy of your YouTube page. John, 3, 2, 1, play.
So this was a cool match here because, I guess I can reveal this information. Gabe Sapolsky, WWE's, independent scout, was actually in attendance for this show. And I felt like Kenway and I put on a pretty good match. We were number 1 on the card. I
love that open slot.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun just because this was at a gaming convention, so it was a bunch of nerds, like some weren't wrestling fans.
But that industry crosses over really hard.
Right. So, but yeah, it was just a fun little show, and
this kid gives me like young Steven Regal vibes already.
The heel work right there.
But it's funny, like watching these matches. I'm like, damn, am I John Cena? I got like 5 moves to me. Like you'll see in this match that what I'm talking about.
It's not always a depth of repertoire. It's how well you use them.
That's exactly.
We were just watching a show the other night, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan was on it. We were talking about that very thing. Hacksaw did not have the depth of repertoire for moveset that a lot of the big stars do. He's got 5, 6 moves tops. And that's it. And it didn't matter, ever. It never mattered. Nobody gave a damn. Baiting him in.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. We ain't seen that before.
One of these days, that elbow's going to work, though, and it'll pay off.
Hopefully.
That's like Flair's top rope.
I would just start wearing the damn elbow pad.
On that side, yeah, for sure, you should.
I'm going to have elbow reconstructive surgery by the age of 40.
Well, you can blame everybody in Georgia for that. You're the reason why. I had you get that surgery level. Caught him.
Oh, the sneaky heel shit there, boy.
I was just trying to get up.
Yeah. Had nothing to do with knocking him off of that top at all.
Didn't even know he was there, to be honest.
Oh, cannonball.
Patented cannonball. Trademarked.
Slow count.
The old Daryl Hall, 5-time Georgia Wrestling History Referee of the Year.
We're down 1 polo. And it's not even like you can recover that one. He probably slobbered all over it.
Yep.
And now we're down 2 polos.
At least they put, the referee politely put them in the corner. You don't have to worry about those walking around.
Right. I will give Daryl Hall that. That is why he wins for Referee of the Year.
Cuts down on your wardrobe costs, I'm sure.
I was always a fan of that corner clothesline. I remember back when The Miz started it, and I was a fan of it back then. And
Well, you know the history behind that. You know who told him to do that first, don't you?
Do not. Enlighten me.
It was me.
Oh, there you go. That's Bryce Cannon. It's Bryce Cannon special.
I was just a young little punk that attended Deep South, and I said, man, you know what you could really add to your moveset is like a cool like clothesline through the ropes in the corner type deal. And he said, you know what, kid, I'll have to start using that. And lo and behold, I saw him use it at WrestleMania 27 live and in color. Crazy.
And it was born. I see.
27. Was that in Atlanta? Was that the Atlanta?
That was Atlanta.
I was there. Yeah.
One of the best. They say it was the worst, but I thought it was the best because I attended it. It's like I was there. It couldn't have been the worst.
It was a solid show. I remember that was the first WrestleMania I went to, and I got to go to Orlando. Flair and Michaels. Is that in Orlando? John, is that Orlando?
Yeah, 24.
Flair and Michaels.
Yeah.
I was there for that one too.
That was a super crisp rolling neck breaker there. That was clean.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite moves to do because I just snap with it versus just float over. I like to really torque it.
Yeah, no, that was sharp.
You said you were opening. This is the opening match, right?
Yeah.
So far, I don't know if I'd want to follow it.
Well, that's what everybody in the back said. They were like, "Oh God."
Well, I mean, that's the point. And Paige is famous for that entire mentality. He's like, give me the opener or give me a big match at the end. But if you give me the open, go ahead and try and follow that mess.
Be honest with me, I hate main event. Like, I hate it because the fans are tired. They've seen everything in the book. So it's like...
I prefer to open. And I used to always take the stick and then just say, follow that. And walk out. That's totally didn't part of my character.
Well, so I've got like a method to my madness. I either like to open on like a family-friendly show, or I like to go on. If it's a brewery show, I like to main event or like right after intermission because the fans are intoxicated.
Oh, you want the rowdiest,
right? Fans are intoxicated by that point, so I get to have a little fun. But if it's like a family-friendly show, put me on before intermission.
Okay, Bryce.
Because at a family-friendly show, you wrestle, them kids are going to want to come up to you at the gimmick table and buy something.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, close count there.
Ooh, I call shenanigans on that count.
Hey, take it up with Daryl Hall. Get him up on here.
Don't tempt me. We haven't had a referee yet.
I mean, yeah, what's up? Snatches that shirt right out of your hand. He's like, damn it, if you pull one more thing. Oh, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, between my head and my elbow.
Headgears, you need a headgear and an elbow pad, homie, and you'll be set. Change the whole scope of the match.
I feel like, I don't know if y'all keep up with Cardona, but he like whacks Steph DeLander all the time with his title belt, and like on their a major wrestling figure podcast, they're always like, "You'll never believe what happened." He's like, Steph was holding the guy, I had my title, and the guy just ducked. And they'll like make like a big scene about it because he does it like every show. I feel like this is what we've got going on right here.
It seems like while the paddle is a solid deal, it just doesn't seem to be your friend.
Well, I just never thought I would watch these back to back to back, and now the fact that my secret's getting exposed here. It's crazy.
The rest of this year, you're gonna have to figure out a way to change up these couple of bits and work your gimmick and get your accessories in order to protect yourself, man.
Look, in my head, I'm like, okay, this audience hasn't seen this finish before. let me whip this bad boy out. Here we are, 4 matches deep. I'm pretty sure we've seen the same damn moves.
I mean, we've seen it twice so far.
But every move has been, or every match has been different. I'll give you that.
It has been, and it hasn't gone stale because it's interesting.
Pitch of the fit, love it. I love the heel bitch fit.
They were supposed to cut the cameras now, but they didn't.
That sounds like a production snafu there.
Oh no, somebody else must fit.
It ain't me this time. Alright, let me change this window real quick. Where are we at? David Ali. Let's
This was a little short, so this one was fun just because it was after a Rumble Jack. So pretty much Royal Rumble style match. We had, I think, 35 guys in the match, and then the last 2 have to do a lumberjack match. So
So this is the lumberjack match portion of that?
So this is the lumberjack portion of it, yeah.
So basically,
so
what you're saying is Bryce Cannon came, saw, he kicked 35 asses, and we're now seeing the main event of the show. Gotcha. Does that sound
right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly what's going on here.
People. So Bryce Cannon has 33 eliminations here. Is what I'm hearing. This is okay.
And so, I mean, we ranged from guys in AEW to newer guys in the Rumblejack. So you'll see like a who's who of people here.
All right, John. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, play.
Well, you keep saying debut. You keep saying
How long did the Rumblejack go before this part of the match?
I was probably in there an hour.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I entered at like 13, I think.
All right, look.
And David was like 29.
I don't know a lot of guys out there that have ever been in the ring for an hour, but that is a hell of a testament to stamina and longevity. Because an hour is no joke.
This has potential to go down as one of the greatest stories in SHW Rumblejack history. Really, the debut to potentially the winner.
Sunset flip here.
Springboard sunset over the top, just a 2.
Of the match, it's pinfall or submission.
Springboard over again, just a 2.
One thing we can guarantee is that neither of these men have ever won
standing switch.
before.
Oh, nice hook.
Backslide here, no.
Look at the backslide.
Ali kicks out.
Classic.
Quick drop step, go behind there for Bryce Cannon.
Couldn't hold on, gets the roll up.
Think about this. Oh,
There's that single leg springboard off the center. I like that.
Maybe a
No.
Oh,
man.
Bryce Cannon, who has
like
gone
it was-
viral
it came
twice in the
off
last
as
30 days,
as a
could make this a
single-leg
three-peat
missile
if he wins the Rumblejack by defeating the former
that
SHW
angle is
champion,
definitely
David Ali.
Ugh.
How would you feel?
You're making me throw up in my mouth just
Oh.
thinking about it.
Well, I don't mean to do that, but I'm just saying.
Out to no
These
man's
idiots.
land. This is the last place you want to be in a lumberjack match.
Rolling him back into the ring.
These lumberjacks didn't understand the assignment.
Boot to the side of the head.
You threw him out to the wrong side.
Again, if this was earlier in the match.
Well, I thought everybody would love a piece of David Ali.
The Lumberjacks are supposed
I
to
mean,
be-
everybody's got fans somewhere, you know.
Taking some liberties there. Again, it's still no DQ at this point.
Oh, big
Oh.
kick there.
Now, Ali back in the ring.
You got to think about it. David Ali making his triumphant return to SHW. If he can win this, he would get an
Great
opportunity
suplex.
against
That was
the
clean
current
for both of you guys.
SHW champion Judas. Meanwhile, for Bryce
Look at the
Cannon,
smarts of
Bryce
Cannon
Cannon,
to
as
get
I
out of the ring
continue to mention.
Hang on. Oh, what a shot there from Ali.
Again, in a lumberjack match, while a lot of times, get that powder to make the space, but
Going over the top.
Yeah, it was just muscle
this
memory at that
particular
point to get out.
stipulation,
This match now ends only by pinfall or submission.
but Ali just wants you out there too. He's like, well, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, look at this. Now there's some comeuppance happening. Oh, they're holding.
They're not going to send him back in. They're holding him in place here. There's David Ali with a big dive.
Into the guardrail he goes.
Right into the guardrail.
How much more triumphant of a homecoming can you have for David Ali than if he turns around and wins the Rumblejack, one of the only elusive honors that has not happened
Oh, he's
for him
taking a good
here
long
at
time to
SHW.
get up there.
Wait a second. Mosley getting back up on the ring apron one more time, trying to distract
Wonder why.
Ali. Meanwhile, Bryce Cannon catches him with that right hand.
Bryce Cannon.
remember,
Oh, what a
it was
chop
not
there for
used.
Bryce Cannon. Bryce Cannon.
Again, he was
is
taking a
not
long
is
time
not
getting
a
up that
stranger
corner.
To overcoming the odds. Here was a man who was not supposed to be in the Jake the Snake Legacy tournament, found his way in and made it to the semifinals, almost got to the finals. Could he, in his first attempt here,
Oh,
take a look at that.
Superplex.
Massive superplex.
That ring absolutely sucks because it's a low boy.
Ball attempt. No.
He got-
David Ali
It's about
gets
3
that
feet
right
off the
shoulder.
ground.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
just in time.
Bryce Cannon almost had the biggest win of his career.
And here comes
now,
that frat paddle there from Pepper Bottom. He just slid it under the bottom rope.
That was one
And
thing
I've said
that
it
I never
before.
got to
When he gets in there and he just
experience.
wrestles him out.
Oh,
He's
gosh.
a great athlete.
The
Guys, can you
lows.
guess what's going to happen here?
To this level, but he
I
does it
can
every
guess.
time.
but it's by any means
I just want your
necessary. There is no
predictions.
DQ at
I
this
mean,
part of the match.
I think that you're going to land this and win the match in a very asterisk fashion.
Can Cannon pull it off here?
Bryce Cannon's
Oh my
gosh!
gosh!
Did you hear
I
that?
see he broke it over
Did you
him.
hear that? No, kick out David. Oh! David
son of a
barely
bitch.
got that
Barely
right
got that
shoulder
shoulder.
up. How?
But you
did he
broke
kick
that
out
on
there?
his face.
Bryce Cannon
Totally did.
literally broke that over. Uh-oh,
And
Butterbean.
now Butterbean.
Oh, shit.
Huge right hand from Butterbean to Pepper Bottom. Whoa! Yes. You love to see it.
Butterbean is the enforcer.
Freaking
The
Butterbean.
look on your face is
What a shot from this boxer.
like, I wish I could come out there and help you, but that's Butterbean.
Butterbean. And Bryce can't believe it.
Absolutely shocking.
Yeah,
Bryce Cannon
I
doesn't want any
think
trouble.
I would-
Bryce Cannon got taken out by a legend last month.
He certainly did.
He don't want
Yeah, I got a bigger fish to fry right now, and I'm busy. I'll talk to you later.
But Ali breaks free and goes for the punt, but he gets caught. Oh, and then both men colliding in the center of the ring. Both men on wobbly legs here.
The 30
That did not work out well for either one of you.
35-person rumble.
Oh,
It's down to
there's the
2.
punt. This is gonna do it. David Ali.
Ali wins.
Yes.
Big knee strike.
I needed a kick out there.
Hit me with the old Randy Orton punt.
Sir, your spine is twisted sideways in that. Where you're laying. You're all angled wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember much of that. Scattered my brains.
Here at the 5th annual.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I can see that. The angle of your rib cage was definitely not in the right place. That is not the alignment that you're looking for.
The chiropractor was definitely visited after that endeavor there.
Dude, I bet he watches your matches and he's just like, yeah, hit him again.
Well, it's time for some exotic youth tag team action. Let me get this one together for you, sir, Mr. Cannon. And we should be there.
All right, I need to know about these opponents.
The
Buff and Fluff connection. Yep, so you've got Sean Legacy and Cody Fluffman. You can guess which one is Fluffman and which one is Sean Legacy. But yeah, they're just two chooches from Augusta, Georgia that think they run the camp, and quite frankly, at Kings of Controversy 2, we wanted to put them in their place. This actually happened at IWE, so
okay. All right.
shout out to them.
Absolutely.
You get a little taste of what they have to offer.
That's gonna be so weird, not weird, but so fun because I asked him. I was like, "Hey, who do you have any names you want me to take a look at for when we do a spotlight show for the Fed, right?" I was like, "Just find something off the website." Okay, all right, I'll find a lot off of your YouTube page.
Yeah, that's probably a hard question for them because I mean the roster at IWE is stacked. It is probably the most
seems
stacked.
like it.
It is probably the most stacked roster in Georgia. I love working for IWE. Tim and Josh, I mean, they treat the guys like stars. And so it's very rewarding to go there and work because you actually feel appreciated, which is super hard to find on this level of, the playing field that we're on in the Indies.
One thing that was a constant from, literally everybody we've talked to in some form or fashion, the constant thing that comes up about IWE is how the gentlemen that are running the place genuinely want everybody to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Is that the right word?
No, you fucked
Nope.
that one up, bud.
No, I fucked that one up. It couldn't be any more. Okay, whatever. Very from what they said. No, yeah, Tim and Josh are those guys that when they book you, they want you to go out there and give the best, effort that you can get. And once they see that you are giving that, yeah, once they see that you are giving that effort, it's you become family. Like they're like, okay, we can trust these guys. Once they can trust you, you're going to get matches that you're proud to have. Anytime I go to IWE, I know I'm going to have fun, get taken care of, and just overall enjoy a booking.
I mean, I can't wait to pick his brain. It's going to be so much fun. Let's get started, John. 3, 2, 1, play. Excuse me.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense that a Fed head wants you guys to be as invested in the quality of product that you're putting out in his ring as he is. Because his fans are the ones paying the money to get you guys there.
Right. Oh, we get an entrance on this one. Who fucked up?
I did. It's okay. That's all on me. Told you it was a long day, man. I deal with manage a mid-rise in St. Petersburg, Florida. Every day around this motherfucker. Every day. It's 6 miles, 7 miles a day. Ridiculous.
I think you're walking more now than you were when you were traveling the whole state.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kings of Controversy 2.
Dude, those kids had us sign like their skin with Sharpies. It was so funny. Like, I'm pretty sure we told them that they were going to end up in prison or something like that.
You gotta spread the awareness so they know what's going on. They gotta plan for their future, man. It's fun.
And you've got the horrible Diana Michelle in there doing ring announcing. Ugh.
No, tell us how you really feel.
Can't stand her. Like, if there's one person in Georgia wrestling to get out, it needs to be her.
Ouch.
In a good way or a bad way?
However you want to take it. Nothing good comes from Diana Michelle.
These guys are seriously coming out to meet their door?
Unfortunately. Cheap pop.
I mean,
Look at this crap.
Well, I can tell you this, that we just got a copyright.
Fan favorite here at IWE, Buff and Fluff.
Post-production.
Well, I mean, you should have done your homework, man. Should have got these entrances taken care of. Should have.
Page must fix. Look.
Fluff been making his way through all over the Mid-Atlantic, through the Carolinas, and all up in
And while you're in the post production there, can you edit out my little botch that I had?
Yeah, just tell me where you need it. I forgot where it was. Tell me what it was.
It was like 10 minutes ago. Couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, so
Talking good things about IW.
Yeah, I got you. Now I got to do it twice.
Fluff showing all the crowd here what he's working with, if you will.
Look at this disgustingness right here. The ring is about to break. You thought Big Show and Brock Lesnar breaking the ring was bad. Wait till this guy does it single-handedly.
Is he pulling his best shark, John Tenta? Is that what's happening here with the blue?
I think so, yeah.
I'm not a fish. I'm a man. John Tenta. Still one of my favorite fucking promos, just because he acknowledged the fact that you were a fish on national television.
No, he wasn't a fish.
No, that's fair. Okay, so we had a pec bump there.
Bryce Cannon, Sean Legacy here to start off this contest.
I've never seen Buff and Fluff connection before, so this is going to be a first time for me. I've seen some exotic things.
They're one of our favorites to work, I will say.
Bryce Cannon has going on here. Collar and elbow tie up in the center of the ring. Sean Legacy has to have the size and strength advantage in this one right now.
He's trying to touch the tip.
It is a game. It's been a game for years. not a hair out of place. Not a hair out of place.
It goes back to the product I use again. High dollar, better stay in place.
Here's just a question. What's the
Exotic youth taking things to the outside, trying to collect their thoughts together, get their game plan going.
The characters of exotic youth. I'm going to say that for the podcast.
Well, what Pepper Bottom has to do is just get back up on the apron and quit worrying about the fans right now. Let's focus on this tag team match. Another collar and elbow tie up on Bryce Cannon.
And the different designs that you're trying to pull off.
Shoots in a wrist lock, but Sean Legacy showing that
open
quickness.
I love this. I don't know why I do.
The technical prowess that is Sean Legacy.
This was definitely inspired by Fresh Prince, like the TV show, Will Smith and everything. And I'm not quite sure how we landed on this exact design. I remember we had like if you don't, I mean, you're going to have to look at my crotch for it, but like the skull with the paddle and everything, that's our like exotic youth logo there. So we definitely wanted that. And then I forgot if we just saw somebody with like Fresh Prince gear or something like that, and we said, damn, that would be super cool. What colors do we want? And so it was just kind of like okay, this would look cool. No, this would look cool. And then
as Cannon keeps on running.
With
an unorthodox way to try to stop his tag team partner.
Drop down leapfrog by his
now going for a hip toss, reverse to the hip toss. What are these guys doing?
But hip toss reversals.
Dude, things got confusing there for a moment. Thought I was working the old Zach Mosley. Well, yeah, and then like we've got other gear and stuff like that. Like we're actually getting a new pair that I saw like an old school wrestler wearing, and I was like, damn, we should bring that back. It looks pretty cool. So
basement drop kick, beautiful double stop to the back. Nice standing drop kick in the center of the ring, kick up for good measure. Buff and Fluff showing that they have all the stuff.
To shout out to Bryce Cannon for bringing him forward to sponsor the show. So you put Bryce Cannon on
Still
the
after
card,
all that, Sean Legacy has yet to break a sweat or breathe him.
From some reputable companies out
This
there.
crowd here in Augusta,
That's
Georgia
right.
wants Fluff.
Built Bryce tough.
He said built Bryce tough.
He did.
Oh, homie.
Gonna pop. You called it out. I couldn't hold my giggle back anymore.
Trying to pinch the nipples, but it doesn't work on Fluff as he just powers through and shoots a headlock.
Dude.
Nice whip in a reverse, huge shoulder tackle and keeps
Titty twister.
the recoil just bouncing off.
I mean,
Fluff
purple nurple is the official term,
bouncing
but
his weight around, shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. And it plants him down for good measure.
the ping ponging though is what's getting me. I'm like, that was a rope
the best
ride.
mullet in the game. Ricky Morton, eat your heart out.
dude, Cody Fluffman is like a ball of just like crazy weird energy.
What would we call that? Nice Pele kick. Penalty kick, excuse me. Standing moonsault. Beautiful athletic agility.
Don't compliment
Here comes
him.
Fluffman.
Oh no.
What are we doing here? Moonsault. Beautiful.
Good job for the save there.
Senton.
I'm just glad that wasn't me.
Nice shot. Legacy moves Fluffman out of the way as exotic youth.
Compromising position.
Onto each other.
Good
We've seen
Lord.
it before. Steamroller.
This is hard to watch.
Just
It's
all
hard
the
to
just
watch.
overall mass of Fluffman squishing both men.
Safe to say I should have never ran in. I should have known my place there, but
Yeah, no,
you live and learn. I
What you
mean,
had in third grade.
you live and learn. I mean,
Teachable moment is what I used to call it. I dig the entertainment value. I really do. I've always
Third
have
member of
with
Exotic Youth trying to help him out the best that he can. They can't
Well,
get
so IWE is one of those promotions, like I was talking about. They give you like
trying to break the grip, and he kicks the grip.
everything that you could ask for. They give you the high flying aspect. They give you the old school, and then they give you guys like us that where we're just gonna entertain the hell out of you. Like, who cares about the wrestling at that point? You know, like you're there to get entertained, and so far it's worked for us with IWE and that crowd. I'd say they love us.
What a nice knee.
There, you can tell. Actually, real shit. Like you can tell with the investment
now with the upper hand
of the audience. So John,
with the turn of the ref's back, not seeing the outside interference. Fluffman is in dire straits.
The crowd reacts. And if the answer to those three questions are yes, then I don't give a fuck.
Now choking with the headband.
I don't. That's it.
Is Cannon trying to keep his back.
So the best part with us is it's like we do all these shenanigans and everything like that, but then you tie it all together at the end. Like you give them that funny haha, okay, to the point almost I like having them saying, okay, this is stupid, and then you take it into high gear and be like, yeah, we're athletic too, by the way. Like
dropping him to his seat, nice double knees to the jaw.
It's all psychology.
Takes out Sean Legacy. Here comes a springboard drop kick. Exotic Youth. This is where they want to be assisted. Cannonball. Beautiful tag team offense by Exotic Youth.
The body is down.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a hard time getting vertical again.
Just insult to injury. My feet are vibrating as the fans are stomping, trying to get Fluff to his feet and get him a tag to Sean Legacy.
Making sure we tell him number one.
Manipulation with the torque of the shoulder at the same time. Now he's biting the fingertips of Fluffman. Fluffman's in between a rock and a hard place, in a bad situation, trying to fight back out of the corner. Shots to the gut on Cannon, but there's Pepper bottom with a knee.
I was up at 4:30 this morning, and I've not had a nap, but I'm still going.
Rob Broad's always been one for excuses, so.
Okay. All right. Well, listen.
There you go,
Fluffman.
Now he's starting to battle back. Nice back elbow, moves out of the way.
I missed that message. I hope
Springboard catches him. Fluffman caught him.
No, it had just come through.
Perfect, man. We appreciate you stopping
Power
there.
slam. This is the opening that they needed.
I love a catch by Fluff.
Without Cannon right there as he drags his partner to the corner. What this match might have been over.
That is a tag team specialist right there.
Look at that tan. What a great tan on Bryce Cannon.
Exotic Youth.
Anybody who can commit for the tan like that has to be able to, commit and dedicate himself to the industry. I feel you.
Double suplex. Listen to this crowd.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be bad.
This is what they needed as Fluffman is trying to crawl to the corner.
Built Bryce tough. Built Bryce tough. Come on, Bryce Cannon. Get up, pal.
Exotic Youth are trying to hold him down while he's like.
Hey, look, he listens. Shit.
My God. Tag to Sean Legacy, but the referee didn't see it as his back was turned.
You son of a bitch.
Of course not.
You don't have to like the tactics, but very smart
Do be that way.
team wrestling by Exotic Youth. Turning the referee's back so he could not see the tag.
He actually said he got your excuse right here, apparently. So wherever right here is where Broad's excuse is.
This is not what Fluffman needed. He had the opportunity and the space to get to Sean Legacy.
But thanks for being here, Rob. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us for a little while. Hopefully you enjoyed the show.
Piss off, Rob.
Well, there you go.
Trying to play the mind games as they drag Fluffman back to their corner.
Tag made.
Huge knee to the rib cage of
Stiff knee ski there.
Knocking all the wind out of him. Huge chop across the chest.
That is a pretty massive chest to chop.
Keeping Fluffman in
that is. I mean, there's a lot of target there.
Nice back elbow.
Was the tag
Should be illegal to hit the guy that's not legal. You know what I mean?
The tag was made, right?
Seen the tag as the palm strikes to the chest. He saw it, but turns him around and Fluffman. Fluffman is battling back, double overhand chop Mongolian.
He is Piston Honda striking his ass right in the chest.
Springboard drop kick, here comes Shawn Legacy right now.
Oh!
Nice turn around, huge gourd buster.
Wait, where did
nice
the
back
headband
elbow,
come
knocking
from?
off one huge European in the corner.
He does. He stole somebody's
Step
headband.
through, up and over, roll through, hits the ropes. Here comes Shawn
It
Legacy.
may have been the one that I took off Fluffman.
Very good point.
It's possible.
This man is all over the place. Double cutter. Look at the leg cover.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Off of instinct alone. Cannon kicks out.
This crowd's with it. They were
Shawn
with
Legacy
everything.
still needs to stay on top and use this momentum to keep it moving in his favor.
That is a win.
The fans of the American Legion
remember
are
Yeah, no, they're
legit
popping
this
for
arena.
everything.
Bryce, you remember what year this was? Was this last year or
Shawn
was this
trying to
earlier?
get Fluffman to his
Yeah, I
feet.
believe this was.
Shoots him off to the ropes.
Pretty sure this was towards the end of last year.
Hard by Pepper Bottom, taking his partner, pulling him out of dodge. Shawn Legacy takes a forearm,
why?
gives a forearm.
Why?
It's the numbers game.
It's
Well, no,
scary.
it was
What is
rude
it
of
going
him
to
to
be
be
here
hit
as
like
Pepper
that.
Bottom is trying to
That was
fight back.
disrespectful.
Exotic Youth Bang.
Oh,
Nice
he kicked
step
him right
through
in the
into
fucking face.
Gurry, back German. Fluffing there to save it at 2 3/4.
He ate that kick. He ate your.
Should have been illegal.
Yeah, it should be a disqualification right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I thought that was it, but Fluffman saving it.
There's like a mass of bodies laying in the ring right now.
Skin the cat. Into the head scissors, taking out Fluffman.
Everybody flying everywhere.
I don't think
Oh,
the referee,
shit.
No, the referee does see it. The referee does see the object in Cannon's hand. Taking away that
usually,
paddle, says not today. Not on my
something
watch.
else going on.
Oh my God, but he still hits him with a replacement one. Shawn Legacy's out. Shawn Legacy's out.
2.
No!
Oh, spiked right in the face.
Slow count.
Exotic Youth can't believe it.
The look of disbelief on your face, too, is like,
That's
I
priceless.
can't believe that
Shawn
that even
Legacy
happened.
kick out.
What do you think? You're a step ahead.
Well, to be fair, it was a little slow count.
Both men are still down.
Definitely a
Cannon
delay
in
on
disbelief.
that 3.
Shawn Legacy's got to be here trying to regain his thoughts as Fluffman is starting to move on the
You were
outside.
talking earlier about you're doing a little bit of face stuff, man. I really
Nice duck
dig
and a
your
miss
heel
and a
work.
huge strike by
I-
Cannon.
It's
Legacy
the
into the
easiest
corner,
character
nice
development I've ever
follow
seen
through,
anybody
clothesline, maybe
naturally
into the
just flow
bulldog.
through.
No, Legacy pushes off. Beautiful roll
And I
through
love the
code
front
breaker.
flip there.
So in my head, I don't know what happened. I wanted to do a backflip, but just the momentum of the move sent me forward. So I was like, oh well, here we are.
Looked smooth.
Count of 3.
But
Trying to forearm.
yeah, no,
Fluffman meets him with his own.
I'm like I was saying earlier. I mean,
Fireman's
I
carry on the
strive and kind of like fuel off of improv more than anything. So it's like being a face, feeding off the fans is the key thing. Being heel, feeding off the fans is another key thing. So it's like,
You definitely
as long
know
as the fans,
assignment.
yeah, as long as the fans are reacting, I know I'm at least getting something.
Fluffman with a shoot off. Pop up Superman punch. Fluffman get it.
Fast count.
Yeah, I think he forgot he was the legal man there too. All right, that was a solid tag
What a
team
rough
match.
ride for you. Yeah, that was a great match, but damn, you guys took a beating in that.
I wish I could say it gets better.
You know, this is the thing, though. Like, a lot of people, real shit, like, people get hung up on wins and losses. Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Did you get a reaction? Yes. Did your opponents get a reaction? Yes. Did the match get a reaction? Yes. Your job is to make everybody look good so that you can come back on something either down the line or you can move forward into something else and you can make somebody else look good. That is it's a quality that I am seeing a lot of enjoy. Like, again, I've watched a lot of Georgia wrestling over the last 3 months. But I see it as a commonality, at least with the top names that I've had the pleasure of speaking with so far. Like, you make yourself look good, but you also make whoever you're in the ring with look good, and vice versa. And that's not, not saying that happened with these guys, because they were obviously, they've been in the game for a hot minute, and the chemistry was really good there. It was one of those things that I feel like there's more matches between the two, and it makes me want to go see the rest of them.
Right. I think this one, let's see, we're at 3 seconds. I think this one is a pretty long introduction because it's like a promo video and stuff like that. So
we could start at the 5-minute mark and be okay.
I can do that. I was gonna keep it in for the promo, but if we need to move it on to the 5-minute mark, I got it right.
Yeah, it wasn't really even like a promo video. It was just kind of like, I don't even know what it was.
It was your entrances.
Oh no, we're actually, go to 5:10. Actually 5:15, I paused on 5:15.
Hurt, I'm there.
3, 2, 1, play.
Now, what goes through your mind walking into a match with Naja?
Realistically, thinking what is going through his head, because Naja has some crazy offense that he does.
Dude, he comes at you from every direction all at once.
Yeah, Naja's one of those. His offense is very thought out, but also very unorthodox. So the dude trains crazy. I'm pretty sure he trains in ring more than any other person in Georgia. I'll give him that. He's always finding unique ways of getting in holds, getting out of holds, and just, like I said, just super unorthodox, unique offensive maneuvers. And it's crazy some of the stuff that he does do. But with that, you've also got to go in there knowing I'm in this match for a reason. I am better, if not.
Right off the bat.
There. There we go. Whew, thought I lost that one.
Tighter than a Swiss roll.
Dude, I'm saying, like, you just know that you've got to go in there with, like, everything you've got, because.
And to the outside you go, sir. That is damn right. I don't think that keeps you safe, though.
Not with Naja.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say I think tonight might be the night.
It's one of the rare times I've seen Naja in long tights. Usually he's got on like the trunks.
It was like he set the trap, Naja bit the bait, and now look where he is, the champ on the floor.
Exactly.
Yeah, that absolutely worked out in your favor to get him out on the floor where the ref can't save his ass. That is definitely your playground out there.
To my knowledge, this is not.
Frat Daddy is rearranging some furniture out here.
He sure is, but Naja.
Oh, Naja almost went right through it.
And does.
Bryce speared him through the table.
Oh my goodness.
And the hair is still in place. Not a single string.
If I had a sponsorship, I would definitely shout them out.
I was just about to say we need to make that
no one wants to see this end like this, though.
for hair product.
You could
So I know we're going to talk a little
not
bit.
Sponsored, but would be if you asked.
Absolutely. Add real Bryce Cannon. Something we talked about a little bit off air, and I know we're going to talk a little bit more about it beyond Beyond the Bell, but while we got a minute, as this match is getting off the jump here, we were talking about the Heat Seekers earlier, and Matt Sigmund is a friend of the show for sure, and he too is kind of in this. We're just going to take a little bit of bookings here, a little bit of bookings there. You said they were on your radar. Well, talk to me a little bit about the Heat Seekers and what put them on your radar.
Yeah, so being in the tag team scene, you either got guys that have just been put together and do singles moves throughout the match, and there's no cohesiveness or there's no rhyme or reason why they're together. With the Heat Seekers, it's different. I mean, these are two guys that gel so well together and have tag team wrestling just, figured out, if you'll say. I've watched them. They don't wrestle in Georgia a lot, but I've kept up through like Bob Keller and guys like that of what the Heat Seekers have done. Like you were saying, they've been NWA tag team champions multiple times. It's one of those things that's, you can smell a good tag team if they're mentioned type deal. And the Heat Seekers have been one of those teams as far as two guys that both are great singles competitors, but also can hold their own in a tag team match just based off of, their history. So they're very hard to find in that case. So
they always, I told him when we talked to him, they remind me so much of a throwback to a little bit of the Midnights, a little bit of old school throwback wrestling. I know, I'm going to put a bug in his ear. Fuck it, I'm going to do it right now. Sigmund, I know you're probably watching this, so at Real Bryce Cannon, make some business happen. There you go.
Amen.
Dude, there's everything I can do not to just shout about Naja in here. Dude, you just damn it, man.
I'm trying to make Bryce Cannon some money, so that's where I'm at.
Oh,
contribute where you can. That's where I just, Skrilla did the same thing. He wanted to work with Cha Cha Charlie. Not saying that's happening or not happening. That's not my place. But hey, Cha Cha,
we are definitely manifesting that.
I'm trying. It's the least that we can do.
Oh, just towel whipping him, dude.
That's the first time I've seen that tactic tonight.
Is it still part of the uniform?
You got to keep some things in the back pocket.
Oh, and the second one for the choke out. Dude, the snapmare roll through kick to the mouth that Naja got you with, that is a prime example of he just comes at you from everywhere.
Yeah, very flexible human being.
Dude.
No, not at all. I'm just
dangerous.
Sometimes. Oh, nice catch.
Oh,
with a spinning back elbow right to the stern.
Caught your ass by the tights and got that spinning back fist. European upper right into the rope.
A quick story. So I was trying to talk to Naja for a hot minute, and just scheduling just wasn't. Dude's fucking all over the place.
Busy.
Finally get him on, and we're doing this Beyond the Bell, and I didn't know that the Hoochie Daddy was in full form. And it's first, and we don't call our Beyond the Bells even an interview, more so a conversation. Yeah, and everybody's been out of character. This dude comes in straight Hoochie Daddy mode, and I swear to God, I think it turned into how many times he could make me crack during the course of the conversation.
Oh yeah, the Hoochie Daddy is always in form. I remember whenever he first started the Hoochie Daddy stuff, and he was just screaming obnoxiously in the back, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm over it. Get me out of here.
You have had enough already.
Oh, it's fantastic. It was if you watch that one back, you could probably end up turning it into a drinking game, because I don't think I kept a straight face the entire time.
He lost 26 pounds, I heard.
Nice clothesline. There it is again, the corner clothesline.
He was with some of the most advanced
Oh,
trainers
and your basement
in the
lariats
Southeast that really took him to the next
look
level.
good last
Yeah,
time.
those are crisp.
If he was to win the title tonight, I would not be surprised.
I'll swap that up and I'll do like a Shining Wizard sometimes. I'll do just a running kick. I'll do like a running drop kick, a clothesline. Just depends on what I feel that day.
Can be a champion anywhere.
That makes sense. It's one of those situations that you can pretty much do just about anything. Oh, you just straight clocked him in the side of the head.
Yeah, inside out, yeah.
Shows no fear. Shows no fear.
And a crotch chop to boot. Somebody's getting on the Frat Daddy's nerves in the crowd.
More like a Bas Rutten clothesline to the side of the head there for some offense.
Time to play the game.
That's Naja's move.
Oh!
Nice shot from Naja. Double throat thrust there. What a way to.
Nice back body drop.
John, guys, give me just 1 second. I need to step out. Better have just text
Yeah, no
me.
worries.
Really wobbly. He does not have his legs under him right now.
Both competitors are right now.
Big right hand.
Yeah, the thing about Naja is, like, realistically, the man is mad talent, and he's so fast, and he does come at you from everywhere. Like, right there, he's just out from underneath that leap. Spin kick right to the mouth. So on point.
And I want to say, like, both of us were actually, like, not even 100% during this match because I think he had, like, some form of kind of irritation going on with one of his ligaments or something like that. And I think I had something going on, too. And we were both just kind of like, damn, like, well, let's go kill it.
And you guys are, absolutely.
There it does indeed. Once again, this is our main.
Oh!
Shots Mike Bucci, cover.
Almost got the
Just a two.
Bryce Cannon almost lost this golden opportunity to pick up the PCW championship.
Exactly.
Naja right back to his feet, just waiting on you, stalking.
Should also be noted that Bryce Cannon did defeat Pretty Boy Matt Odom to win a heavyweight championship for another organization, so it would not be his first heavyweight title.
Exactly.
What's so great about, like, watching this is I don't, like, remember the match. So it's like...
That could be off.
Like, there's some matches where I can, like, recall it in my head and stuff like that as I'm watching it, and this one I'm like...
And some nights you're just like, nah, I don't even know what was going on that night.
Yeah, this one's oh, what's next? Like, I remember, like, the finishes and everything, but it's like...
Let us know that was just a 2 count. Is he trying? Oh, he tried again.
You tried again, and he spun through. Good Lord.
Just trying to hit his finish, I thought it was pretty cool, so I'm like, damn, like...
Okay, he's
gonna take a walk.
Goes up.
Big elbow off the springboard. Just a 2.
That was the first person to kick out of that move. That's usually what he kills people with.
I mean, it looks devastating.
No, it hurts. It sucks.
Well, I mean, you're coming most of the way across the ring off of a springboard with very little time to aim. You're just coming down on a guy.
I mean, how can he close? He has to close the show somehow. What is he going to use to close the show?
Going to the top again.
Oh.
Going all the way up this time, it looks like.
Wow.
Oh, look at it. Oh, Frat Daddy, real smart. Doing almost enough to get disqualified, but not quite.
Almost.
But it also knocked Najasism
Ooh.
Disqualified.
neither region there. And
Oh, that double knee. And there's the cannonball.
it is.
Like you're going into the deep end in the summer when you were 10. Big cannonball and a
Kick out at 2 3/4. That was so close.
I'm going to go ahead and call that the Bryce cannonball because
A little frustrating if you can't tell.
I mean, I can imagine how that would be quite frustrating.
Don't get frustrated, Bryce. Now's the time. You gotta focus.
I mean, both these men are taking each other's best shot.
And the fans not being nice to you at all.
Getting a little frustrated, but that's not going to
Bunch of chooches.
exactly. You cannot let the fans here, the Platinum Palace, get into your head and cost you this opportunity of a lifetime. Who knows when you'll get another shot at the
Oh.
Look at Najasism. Oh,
And a second. Good God, man.
That could be it.
This has been a crazy match. I was watching a little bit of it on the phone.
Grandpa right there, able to make the call, stops the pin count.
Your ref spot there, I love that.
All he was able to do was reach over the light, and that was
love
enough to save him and keep him in this contest. Unbelievable.
I just like great heel work, too.
Did he even see the rope, or did he just throw his hand and luckily grab it?
I think he was reaching for Zach Mosley, who's not even out there.
Not here.
Bryce, you were talking a minute ago about not necessarily remembering what was coming next. That's a piece of why I like having you guys come in and watch some of the stuff back. You have so many matches, they all run together at some point. That's a piece, like it takes you back down memory lane, or it sucks you in yourself. Like, oh shit, what are we gonna do next?
Yeah, and that's the cool part about wrestling. It's because you think, like earlier when I had him in like pedigree position, I literally thought I was fixing to try to go for the pedigree. Like, I'm like, oh damn, I was trying to go for his finish.
Nice boot to the head there.
Drive-by style boot.
Nice kick, right?
And you caught him coming out after you, and then you just nailed him with that fucking kick going right through the side of his head.
Nice. It'll cost you that belt.
Okay, you put it down. Oh no.
Going under the ring?
There's a lot under there.
How have your experiences been with PCW? Because that's another between IWE, Classic City, PCW, Deep South. I think I'm going to mispronounce Southern Honor. I want to think is another one that's out there that I've seen some stuff from and you've been attached to. What are your thoughts when you get in there with the PCW crowd?
Yeah, so PCW is one of those fun ones just because it's a very intimate crowd. So you're able to connect a little bit better than you would with the like a bigger crowd like Southern Honor or something like that. But
Did
PCW,
you just crack the ref with the paddle?
I did no such thing.
Oh! Those rolling DDTs are gross.
But PCW is one of those that like helps like the younger guys. They also have a training school and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to you get guys like Naja and I who are more experienced on the show, but you also get to see guys that you're not going to see on some of the other shows because they are with like PCW's training. So this was this match should not have had weapons, and here we go, a cheater bringing in a weapon.
I mean, while the ref is down.
Right.
I feel like this is going to backfire. I feel like this is
this is a cookie sheet all over again.
I think it's going to backfire on Najee here, but we'll see. We'll see. Something you just said that I dig and I enjoy is actually seeing some of the guys that are still in training or still working their way through figuring out who they are. Some of the best shows that we've watched on our Monday nights when we watch a full independent show have been student shows. We've seen some really good students out there that are putting it together. Najee had sent me a PCW show. I don't remember what. I think it was in January. Maybe. We talked about it, and what I was pointing out was like stuff that I saw, and it's just me. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you could tell that. You could tell that." There were a lot of green guys that were on the show, but even though they were green, they still went out there and did a pretty good job. There were just a couple of things that I was, you asked me to critique something, and I'm going to critique it.
Right.
We talked about it, and I was like, I'd really like to see. There's some twins that are involved with the ENT faction that I think, they had a rough go with the match that I saw, but I still feel it did not backfire on him. That son of a bitch. Sorry.
So I'm going to pull the curtain back on this one a little bit. So we were supposed to do a Spanish fly, but I could I could not get my footing on the rope correctly, and I told Najee, I was like, "Yo, I don't feel safe doing it." So we just
improv.
I didn't want him to get hurt with me not being able to rotate, and I didn't want to hurt myself, more importantly, by not being able to get the proper footing. So we called that on the fly.
No!
What just happened? What?
Oh, this has got to be somebody with exotic youth.
It is. It's the kid in the Solo Cup shirt.
Whoa! No! Wait a second. Quattro lost his mask early in the night.
Because they do have a referee that wears a mask, right?
Yeah, Quattro Cabezas.
There he is.
Oh, what a very smart move.
Oh, I think we're going to see a new champ. Oh, we're going to see a new champ.
Oh!
We're going to see a new champ.
Not like this! No! Like this! No! Like this! No!
What do you mean not like this? He got put through a fucking table.
He can't! No! 2! One more! That's it! He kicks!
And he kicks. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thought that was it. Suckered me in. Stop toying with my emotions.
Brazilian from Najasism
He will not.
comes to at the last second and thrusts that shoulder to the sky.
Naja trying to get fired up here.
Belief right now. What more must he do to become
This is
our
solid.
new PCW World Heavyweight
The referee wakes up and he just sees pieces of everything. Oh, shit.
Oh, new champ. I love that. I have never seen somebody hit a float over DDT like that from almost like a Canadian destroyer. Like,
That
you
was,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
that was clean.
That's one of my moves that I've got in my back pocket. That the Skull Crush finale, as what I call the keg stand, doesn't work. You gotta hit him with that spiked seltzer. You know what I'm talking about?
You should definitely hit them with that more often. That was nasty.
Oh,
I've pulled it out quite a few times.
wow. Why have I not seen that before? If I haven't seen it before, or if I have seen it before, it's been hot. I like it. Look at that, new champion.
Those people were pissed.
Dude, they cleared out pretty fast, too.
Oh yeah, they were pissed. They were like, "No, fuck this, we're leaving."
You know they're coming back to the next show. 100% coming back. If that was the match that I saw that ended my night, I'd be back in the next one just to tell you to fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think we packed it out after that. Like it grew
No
after that
doubt.
night. Yeah.
No doubt.
Oh, dude, that was solid. That's been my match of the night so far. There was a lot happening with that, and a lot of moving parts. I'm here for it. Let me get us set up real quick for this next one. This is a tag match, Exotic Youth and what is this? Wrestling Level X. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah. So Level X.
Level X. Okay.
So it's AML Wrestling and then Level X versus Exotic Youth. I don't know why they didn't put any.
Oh.
Punctuations are
Right.
important.
This is
Not my YouTube channel. You see that?
Yep. Nope. I just hit the subscribe
It's
button.
coming to you from Orion.
Yep. If you haven't already, guys, hit that sub button. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh. I don't know if that's what his mother named him, but that's what he answers to. Color me embarrassed.
Okay, as a Pokemon fan, I gotta say the Pikachu ring buddy is kind of cool.
Horrible. Deplorable. Shouldn't be allowed in a ring.
Look, man, when you got a manager.
I mean, it's no place for a young
Pikachu.
Pokemon trainer.
I was more
I'll
of a
give you that.
Bulbasaur guy, but whatever.
I feel
Fans
like
love
it's
them some
funny.
Pikachu.
Listen, folks.
So this was a very early on Exotic Youth match, to be quite honest. But one of my favorites. I think you said this in another match.
Oh, there's actually a couple.
Oh, okay. I think the next Exotic Youth match, both of these are very early on in Exotic Youth days. So, but this was one of my favorite to this day, just because it was like a War Games match for AML Wrestling. I mean, the place was packed, and even though they had a War Games match, people were coming up to us after the show like, y'all had match of the night. We were like second match.
Like, come on, man.
Oh.
Introducing some
Like, but these guys are like extremely like just athletic and just, I mean, amazing.
In the lights, it's tough to tell, but brightly, his hair almost matches the tights on leather legs. I was referring to it as the Tiger King cut earlier. Very much so. Blanco off the top.
Ooh, big headbutt right through the elbow.
Cranial region.
Should be illegal.
Nice guys, but really, the ref should make sure there's nothing in that mask.
I mean, right. Exactly what that commentator just said.
I didn't see the referee.
You gotta ask this question. Level X, look at this showing their double team moves here, but Pikachu's been.
I'm just glad this was all Zach and not me.
Do you think he has enough XP to evolve into Raichu? Oh my God! It starts like glowing and growing and everything. You think Wiggins will allow it? Because technically, that wasn't the person that came out with him. What if they leave Pikachu?
Like, if you can't tell, this is before Exotic Youth got matching gear.
Pikachu's in the cage, and it happens then.
I don't know yet.
Can the cage contain it? Anything goes, so I think we'd have to allow it. Oh, Zach Mosley just got lit up.
Level X definitely feels like a tag team that's used to working together, though.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, they're wild.
Tag team at this moment.
Like they are absolutely working that double team like nobody's business. Big double boots, double drop kicks.
Every single thing that Level X has done up to this point, they have been in sync and in step with one another. Tandem offense. Literally,
so funny story. Coastal Empire Wrestling kind of started in the midst, like when COVID was kind of clearing out and everything in Savannah, Georgia. And so, like during COVID, the promoters will do a web show where they would bring in guys that they were going to put on the roster. So they had approached me, and I was like their number one pick. I was their first guy that they were going to bring in. So, being the heel that I am, I would go into those web shows every week and just talk a crazy amount of shit, and just like to the point where all the guys on the roster really thought that I was like just this asshole. And so it was Zach and Pep's turn, and it wasn't a video feed. It was literally like they would just call in. So Zach and Peps were on one of the episodes, and I didn't know who they were. Like I'd heard of them, but just didn't know really anything about them. So it was their episode, and I hear two guys talking, but not at the same time. And so I thought it was literally a guy who says that he has a manager, and like he really doesn't. Like he is his manager type deal. So they didn't like me. Well, then I found out that they trained not too far from where I was at Robert Gibson School. And so I would go there, and we just kind of grew a relationship, and they decided, like, hey, let's bring this guy into Exotic Youth, and it kind of started from there.
Up and over into the double Russian leg sweep.
Definitely going to dive deeper in that.
The referee for this match, Chris Wiggins, he's trying his best. No! Brought the manager in the ring.
And to see and to hear that you went to Gibson School.
Right, yeah.
Is keeping law and order in here, not the
makes a lot of sense, though.
Argue with the ref, you might get disqualified.
Rock and Roll Express, it's on my Mount Rushmore tag teams.
Hopefully Exotic Youth's on there next.
I mean, right there behind them. Why wouldn't they be? Have you seen Exotic Youth? Have you ever seen those guys in the ring? Look, right here.
Taunting.
Oh, he's got big kicking in the crowd.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Nah, you're gonna have it.
That's uncouth. That's pretty exotic. I guess that's fair. But they're young, so it's okay. Bryce Cannon feels really good about himself. Yeah, these guys are firmly in the driver's seat.
Look, we were tired of the numbers game.
A little bit of rule breaking, as we talked about in our opening match, but they are firmly in control of Blanco Loco at this point, and probably feeling they. Oh, wait a minute! Great quickness there.
Nope. Oh no!
Oh, on the outside! Oh, I thought that was going to be
Pulls him out of the corner. No tag for you, sir.
Great continuity there from this trio. Woo.
Oh.
Quick thinking from Blanco, may have saved himself.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
He's got nobody to tag. Yeah, he's doing. Oh no! That's exotic. Oh, right in the
Hate to see it.
Oh, my goodness. Axton Ray's in there now. Oh, my gosh.
Jumped over the man, stuck him with the knee.
Man. Elbow spin kick.
Boomerang.
Yes, sir.
Get you coming and going.
Axton Ray.
Up and down. Holy shit, dude.
You can hate me later, Bryce, but
Wrestling World Tag Team Champions wants to add that to his trophy case.
You only like Level X because we made him look good. Let's be honest.
I mean, okay.
Once Pepper Bottom.
Once again on the outside.
This is a piece of. Again,
but I mean,
why we
Cannon taking advantage of the brief distraction.
Independent wrestling spotlights is because while we're watching Exotic Youth,
unbelievable athleticism from Axton Ray. Matrixes his way out. Takes the knee.
Several off of this show that I've not seen, but I want to see more of. These guys are.
The hand was coming down for 3, and Bryce able to get that shoulder up. And Exotic Youth are still alive at this point, but just barely, Brad. They've just taken a butt whipping
guys like this,
from Axton Ray.
The quality of the match is going to be that much better.
Loco will take over as
Right, and that's what we like. We love to like work actual tag teams, and that's kind of what I was talking about with the Heat Seekers. Is it's like when you've got guys that actually work together. It makes it so much easier for us because now we're not trying to put 2 singles wrestlers that don't have anything.
No.
Dropped him at a high angle. Tandem offense. Kicked him right in the face.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Into the canvas too. Wow.
Just a 2 count out of all of that?
We call that the euthanizer.
Over here had the hammer at the ready. He was ready to ring it.
First time walking through the door of AML Wrestling.
Check him to make sure he's breathing.
Mosley and Cannon almost upset Level X, one of the most decorated tag teams in AML. These boys have come to win tonight.
Yeah, and you got to think, we talked about it in our first match. Oh, wait a minute, missed it.
Story of this matchup, 100% has been
gets caught up.
Oh, Pepper
no.
Clocked his own man.
I like how he still had Pikachu.
Right hook. Maybe the next big tandem offensive maneuver that wins it for either team here. There it is. Axton with the save.
Oof. Man, what teamwork from Level X right there. Axton catching his partner, putting him in position to win.
Fans, they are moving almost faster than we could call.
I can't watch this.
Is legal.
Oh, Lord.
Torture.
Oh, God.
And Blanco to the top.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
What was that?
Both knees in the sternum, and that will do it.
That was a ridiculous blockbuster off of his back.
It was a code breaker.
Josh, I've been doing this a long time. I know you have too. I've never seen that one before.
Man,
that was ridiculous. Oh, you ever take that before? Was that the first time?
That was the first time and the last time, and hopefully never have to do it again.
You couldn't have done that many more times after that. Not on purpose. Shit.
Well, gentlemen, we have options here. We can continue on. I know it's getting late. I don't want to eat up any more time than we already have. If it's up to you, Bryce, if you want to keep on, we can watch the next couple, or we can get ready to wind it down. It's you guys' call.
I think we can go into a second spotlight. I think there's more matches, and I definitely think there's more stuff between him and Naja. Apparently he's got feuds all over Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. If y'all want to do a second one after Beyond the Bell, we go Beyond the Bell with a second.
I'm
spotlight.
down. I'm down. I'm just looking at the time, and I'm like, fuck, it's going to be 10:30 before we get done with this thing, by the way, the rate we're going, and it's just we can get engaged within the conversation. So let's do that. Let's put a pause on it for tonight, and we'll come back, because I think we saw a lot, and it's a tremendous show, and like I said,
and a lot of it, you guys got to kind of see a little bit of progression too. You guys got to see me whenever I wasn't in shape to the point of taking the polos off, and I was actually not wearing another undershirt, because there was a point in time where I would take the polos off and I'd be wearing a cutoff under it to hide, because I was not comfortable showing my body. But now, I've gotten in tremendous shape, and I am perfectly cool with taking those polos off and showing what I got now. But it was cool to kind of watch that back and kind of see how far I've come. So I appreciate you guys for doing this. It kind of helps me see where I've kind of come from and things like that. So
Absolutely.
Well, it serves multiple purposes because it familiarizes us with your work. It introduces our community to your work before we go into the conversation beyond the bell. It does a lot of things to help us promote the work that we're doing, the project we're working on with you, and the stuff that you've got going on with your tag team. So thank you for being a part of it and showing us some of the moments that you remember fondly and the matches that you think are big moments in your career, because that's not something that we can pull for you.
Right.
Well, Mr. Cannon, what do you want to say to the channel before we tie a bow on things here this evening?
Yeah, I mean, as you guys plugged earlier, just follow my social medias. Most of them are at Real Bryce Cannon. Used to have an underscore, but the famous TikTok comedian Nate Jackson told me to remove that. You can catch that video on my Instagram. I have gone viral thanks to him. Yeah, so other than that, just, support indie wrestling. If you've got an independent show, take your younger brother, nephew, sister, daughter, anybody that you think would enjoy the show.
Everybody,
I'm sure they
even
would.
if you don't think they'd enjoy it, take them anyway.
Right.
Make them go.
Because I know a lot of my friends and everything that called me stupid and thought that wrestling was stupid until they saw me at a show and went to a show, and next thing you know, they were asking me when the next one was.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have anybody in your life that has a free Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, hell, there's shows that run during the week, find them, go to them, support those guys.
Night. Yep.
Yeah, because they'll be the ones that are on your TV screens in the next 5-10 years. Other than that, just don't touch the tit.
Hey, the words to live by. This has been fantastic. We really appreciate you coming in, man, and giving us a lot more of your time than I initially anticipated. I know time's valuable for everybody, and we're glad that you came in and had fun with us here. And we're definitely going to circle back around. We got our Beyond the Bell coming up, and then we'll come back around and we'll watch some more stuff. And hopefully by then, that match that we were talking about that maybe can be released, and we can take a look at that, because that's something.
I'll definitely ask about that. I'll be like, hey, can I release this? Like, come on.
let me know.
Come
something.
on.
Nobody get in trouble. John, take us home, man. Let's get out of here.
Well, sir, it has been a pleasure sharing the time that you've had with us. I'm glad that you came on the show. We really had a good time watching these matches, and I cannot wait to go Beyond the Bell and a second live show with you. I think this has been a fun time for us. I hope that our community has enjoyed it as much as I have, because that is the whole point. We get to share our passion for the industry with you guys, and you guys get to share your passion for the industry with us. If you want to share that passion with us, get behind the curtain on our Discord so you never miss a beat. What we got going on back here behind this curtain. There's always new shows dropping, always new fans coming in, always new guests, as it has been now for a month. It's been an interesting ride, guys. As always, we love each and every one of your faces. Those elbows, right to the ding bells. Never miss a beat. We'll see you next time.
All things Bryce Cannon in the link below or description below, guys. At Real Bryce Cannon, Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Bryce Cannon. Support Mr. Cannon, because he is definitely out here making things happen. Bryce, we appreciate everything, and we'll see you guys next time.